few people have asked for this, so here it goes. I'm going to do how to tie a Texas rig. First thing you're going to need something to cut your line with. You're going to need your bullet weights, hooks, and your lure of choice. So, I've got a piece of fluorocarbon here. This is roughly about £7, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to depend on where you're fishing, what you're fishing around, and again, just preference. Take your bullet weight. You want to thread it onto your line. Narrow end first. Narrow end first. Then here you can, if you wish to, you can put a glass bead on. I have some in here. Little glass bead. I generally don't use them. It's just another thing to faff around with. I keep some in case I do feel I need that extra click, like just for the extra attraction in really coloured water or anything, but it's very rare I actually use them. Then you take your hook for the lures that we've got here today. We just need a size 2 EWG hook. There we go. Focus. There we go. EWG hook. I attach mine with a Palomar knot because it's the knot I prefer. It's the knot that's never let me down. It gives you 2 strands through the eyelet instead of 1, so you've got a bit more, just a bit more secure of a connection on that eyelet. Whereas I feel like one's going to break a bit easier because it's under that tension after you cinched it down. So for the Palomar knot, I'll go over to the other camera here. I tend to prefer to go from front to back when I thread through. No real reason other than that's just how I do it. There are other knots when doing something such as a punching rig where you will have to go front to back for a specific reason of how the knot works. But Palomar knot, it doesn't really matter. Go back through the other way, creating yourself a loop behind the hook. Quick overhand knot. Do not cinch this down just yet. You want to create it so it's still got that loop there and it's still nice and loose. Then EWG through that loop you've created. Like that, so it's over itself. Wet it, cinch it down. There's your Palomar knot. Quick trim of the tag end, don't cut the wrong one, or if you do it again. There we go. One completed Texas rig. Now just to add the lure. So we've got the Lucky John Hoggy Shrimps here. Just a little flappy creature bait. So when we go through that, we're going to go through the back end of it, straight down the back, and a few mil in, and immediately back through. Just like that. Then I'm going to thread that around your hook till you get to the bend, and then you're going to spin it round on top, leaving it like that with the hook coming through. Now find where the bend of your hook is, so where that bend is further down there, that's where you want your point to come through. So I've marked it with my fingers roughly where I want it to be. I'll go through it roughly in the middle of the bait, out the other side. There we go. One Texas rigged creature bait. Now if you want to keep it completely weedless, just pull the plastic back slightly like that and just nip that point just slightly into the plastic. You don't want to absolutely bury it, otherwise it will be a nightmare trying to set the hook because you'll have to try and burst through all that plastic. Just want it through just enough just to keep that point tucked. And there you go. One Texas rigged creature bait. Free moving weight. Nice slow fall through the water. Job's a good one.